My name is Wiggins, mentoring and adult relationship specialist for Baltimore City Public Schools. I'm born and raised in Baltimore City, so I'm from Baltimore, product of Baltimore City Public Schools. Went to elementary, middle, and high school in Baltimore City. My background is interesting actually because I got into mentoring kind of in an interesting way because I used to be a mentee starting out in middle school. From there, I went to high school, and one of my teachers actually really recommended that I would start to support the middle school students when I got into high school. From that, I went on to go to college, where in college I actually, in this very building, received one of my first youth development jobs. And from there, I just continued to grow and found a passion in youth development. So I worked in several different programs throughout Baltimore City, some smaller organizations, some larger organizations. And through that experience, I really found a love and a passion for youth development, which evolved into supporting with mentoring for Baltimore City Public Schools. All right, so I work as a mentoring and adult relationship specialist. And what I do is I support 54 schools. A lot of our work is really personalized, so really trying to figure out what the needs are of the school, what are the needs for the students in the school, and then trying to figure out how exactly mentoring can support to solve some of those challenges that they might have, or just enhance the overall community. I also currently am supporting one of the frameworks of the district. So we develop a Future Ready framework, which is a college and career readiness framework. I've had the pleasure to really live, breathe, and eat the program in some ways on the ground level to see what students really enjoyed about the program, some things that they may not have enjoyed, and be able to make some of the shifts, right, in the things that weren't working, and really design a program that I think that the students really enjoy. I think Baltimore City is really special when it comes to the mentoring landscape because we have a very unique seat. We support all students in Baltimore City, right? So the level of impact that we can have is in so many different facets. So not only do we have the students, which is a key part of mentoring, but we also support with mentoring programs, right? So we sit in a place where we can develop our own programming, we can partner with programs, and we serve all the students who need the mentoring relationship. So it's a very heavy seat to sit in. The goals that we intend to reach for Baltimore City Public School students is ensuring that all students are connected to a positive, caring adult. By doing this, we're able to support them with all of their post-secondary attainment. I think that this is some of Baltimore City Public Schools' strengths include being able to individually support students, to be able to figure out what exactly the student's needs are by asking that student and putting together different tools and resources and things such as things like mentors, or even being able to make sure every student has a post-secondary plan to really ensure that students are being successful, not just graduation, academics and those things, but on a personal level. I'll say that I entered the field of mentoring because it is my life's work. I actually fell into mentoring. I did not have a formal ask initially for someone to say, hey, can you be my mentor? But I started off working in a youth development program which supported mentoring initiatives. So through those initiatives, I was able to support students on a very intimate basis, right? And just as those informal mentoring relationships, I think that is one thing that can be really impactful in a student. One story that I think about this one young man, his name is Razak. This was about a decade ago. I'm kind of aging myself here. But Razak really was one of those students that teachers felt were challenging throughout the school day. He had a lot of issues kind of around behavior. He had an IEP, which is an individualized education plan, where they were really not really sure if Razak was actually going to graduate. So Razak was in the 8th grade, and we did a lot of work with his mentor And I supported him really intensely throughout the 8th grade year, so much so to the point where all of the goals inside of his IEP, he actually began to meet these goals. And it was just amazing to see the transformation to a student who really just needed someone to hold him accountable and to have expectations, whereas in the beginning, so many people were just counting him out. We believe that our ultimate goal is that all students have access to mentoring, and that will be impossible if we literally don't get mentoring for everyone. I also believe that it's so important that we think about really naming the thing of mentoring. I think mentoring is something that we all do, and one thing that we do in Baltimore City Public Schools in our next phase is to support teachers to realize that they are mentors, right? If I'm in front of young people every day, it's impossible for me not to be impacting their lives in one way or another. So what is the best way that I can approach that by realizing not only is mentoring for everyone, but that everyone will truly have access and have the ability to understand that I am a mentor, even regardless of what's going on. It's not about who I think I might be or trying to stay in my shell, because as I interact with the public, I have the ability to be a mentor.